Hey guys, assalamu alaikum, it's Jenna. Welcome back to my channel. Final video before this Christmas holiday season or weekend. So we're going to be making a homemade sponge cake today. Now sponge cake will be my absolute favorite type of cake. Beats the chocolate cake. Love a homemade sponge cake. Right out of the oven too. I cannot resist but cut that and eat it one time straight out of the oven. So it's a fairly simple recipe, but the method will vary, and the method is actually what will determine how good your cake is actually going to come out. So let's just jump into it and let's see how it's going to go. So I'm starting off by combining the dry ingredients, which would be the flour, the baking powder, pinch of salt, and the spice. I'm using the ground cinnamon, and of course you can use any spice and any quantity that you like. So I'm just going to mix this all up nicely, and then what I'm going to be doing is sifting it actually. This helps make sure you have no clumps of flour in your cake, and it just helps to make a nicer, smoother batter. Once I have that, I'm going to set it aside, and all I'm going to be doing is cracking my eggs into a bowl. So of course this is going to make it easy when it is that it's time to add the eggs to our butter and our sugar. So once we have the flour, the eggs, now let's work on creaming that sugar and that butter. So in a bowl, I'm adding the butter, and of course I'm adding the sugar. Now you're going to cream this, beat this for about 5 to 7 minutes or so on medium speed until you have a nice light fluffy sort of mixture. This is actually key to making sure that you have a nice spongy cake, and you have a light cake, of course. So beat this well for about 5 to 7 minutes, and then carefully and one at a time add in your eggs. Once one egg is added and it's nicely incorporated, add in the other one until you have all your eggs nicely incorporated in there. And I actually include the vanilla essence when I'm adding the egg as well. One thing I'm going to be using in this is condensed milk. Yes, you heard it right, condensed milk. Some recipes don't call for any milk, some use evaporated milk. I am actually going with the condensed milk. A little trick from my mother-in-law, and to be honest with you, her sponge cake is one of the best ever, and it still can't come out as good as her own. But hey, we still have to try, right? So try the condensed milk in it. The exact amount will be found on my website, of course, in that written recipe for you guys to follow along with. So of course in goes that condensed milk in there. Try it for sure, guys, you will love it. Mix that in nicely, and then what we're going to be doing is carefully and slowly adding our sugar bit by bit in small amounts to the mixture. You can fold it in, but you want to be careful. You don't want to over mix your batter, because that can result in a very stiff cake. So once you have that done and it's time to put the colors in it, now to be honest with you, I did not even realize the camera was off at this part, so I missed the red part of it. But basically all you're going to be doing is separating the batter into smaller amounts depending on how many colors you want, and you're just going to be dropping in a few drops, mix it in there until you get the color that you are looking for. And what you're going to be doing next is just combining all the colors into put it into a greased baking dish. Now be careful, you don't want to add them all together, because then you're going to mix it all up and you may get a color that you were not expecting to get, of course, when you have mixtures of colors. So what you're going to do, add them to your greased dish, and then using a fork, you can make some swirls, or a knife, make some swirls to get the colors distributed throughout. You get that nice sort of colors throughout the cake. So once you have that done, you're going to pop this into the oven for about 350 degrees for about 35 to 40 minutes, or until that toothpick that has been inserted in the cake comes out clean. Now be sure to check out my website. I also have a lot of other pointers to follow when making a sponge cake. So that is my simple sponge cake, marble cake video for you guys. Not too bad, right? Just get the method down properly and you guarantee to get a delicious sponge cake. Full recipe written one can be found on my website. Be sure to check that out, and don't forget to check out my fruit cake that I did and all those other Christmas or holiday goodies, savory and sweet stuff for you guys to try out over the next couple of days. Thanks as always for watching, guys. I will see you all after the Christmas break. Have fun, be safe, enjoy.